Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking about, first of all, hope everyone is having a good day or trying to. The weekend is upon us. This this video is about the white supremacist terrorist that murdered George Floyd. He was sentenced about a couple hours ago in Minneapolis to 22 and a half years. He won't serve that. He'll probably serve about 12 and a half years of that sentence. It may even get out, may not even serve that long, may get out for good behavior. But as far as I'm concerned, justice wasn't served today. Justice was not served to the Floyd family. I don't know if they feel different about it. I'm not sure. But my opinion, it was not, justice was not served for that family. Yes, he's going to prison. Yes, it's a long time, but it should have been natural life without the possibility of parole. He should have died in prison. I'm not going to say his name. That man does not deserve to have his name said on my video. He should have received the maximum amount possible. 40 years, whatever. This guy is this guy is a month younger than I am. This white supremacist terrorist birthday is on March 19th, 1976. My birthday is February 20th, 1976. I'm a month older than this terrorist. So he's 45 years old. So with this sentence here, 22 and a half years, he'll get out when he's 67, about to turn 68 years old. Oh yeah, before his 68th birthday. Like I said, he probably served 12 and a half years of that sentence. So you're talking about till he's 57, almost 58 years old. Are you serious? This is so insidious, but yet it's not surprising. I told my mother I wouldn't be surprised if the Floyd family don't receive justice. And they didn't. They didn't receive it. It's sad, not surprising, but that just goes to show you that the justice system here in the United States is a sick joke. It's a joke. It never was for Black people. It never was meant to give us justice when we're murdered, when our women are raped, when we robbed, pillaged. It never was meant to serve us justice. It was never meant for us. It was meant for white people. It wasn't meant for people who look like me. This complexion here. Never was. Never will be. Hell, the terrorist down in Dallas that murdered Botham Jean, she received 10 years. She probably ended up doing 5 for good behavior. The Black judge and the Black deputy in the courtroom was hugging her, and the deputy was doing her hair. And they gave her a Bible and they hugged her. And Botham Jean's father and brother said they want to be pen pals with her. Want to see how she's doing and forgive her. Yet she murdered their brother in cold blood. He was coming to his apartment. She was already there, lied and said she thought she was in her apartment. And she shot this man cold-bloodedly. And yet they was hugging her. Oh, we wish you the best, baby. Good luck. Oh, we want to see how you're doing. We want to write you here and there, see how you're doing. This is that mental sickness that I was talking about. Classic example of PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome. The white man murder us, white supremacists murder us. We want to forgive them. We want to have a kumbaya moment with them. It's sick. The Floyd family, his brother, I don't know his name, but when they were speaking to the court, addressing the court before the terrorists were sentenced, His brother, like, he wanted to come across that podium and just rip the terrorists apart. Just rip them apart. And I don't blame him. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. You had your knee on this man's neck. He telling you he can't breathe. And you just ignore that. You murdered this man in cold blood in front of children, witnesses. You deserve natural life without the possibility of parole. That's what he should have received. 22 and a half years. He's not going to even serve that. Maybe 10 years off of that. 12 and a half. Oh, good behavior. Probably less than that. This is what they think of about Black people. Yes, Black lives do matter. But I'm not with the movement because they don't support Black fathers or the Black family. But Black lives do matter. And Black life never has mattered in the United States of America. Hell, Black life don't even matter to other Black people. So how can we expect it to matter to this government? But yes, our lives do matter. They never matter, and they don't matter to our own people. Until they matter to our own people, until our own people start killing each other, then they should matter to everyone else. But I'm not letting them off the hook. Let me be clear about that. They're not off the hook. And this isn't about Black people killing other Black people. I'll address that at another time. That's another conversation. Right now, we're going to talk about this terrorist that murdered George Floyd senselessly in the streets of Minneapolis in front of witnesses, many of which were children. He should have received natural life without the possibility of parole, and this justice system is a sick damn joke. I hate this justice system. It's a sick joke. Sick. It's pathetic. It's sorry. It never was meant to protect us. Never was. Say what you want. And Derek Chauvin's, I said his name, damn. Wow, I promised myself I wouldn't, I just did. But the terrorist mom got up there. Oh, he was my favorite son. I remember the day he was born. It's the proudest moment of my life. The day I pinned his badge on his chest. She didn't even address the family. She didn't even offer condolences. But should we be surprised? She probably thinks George Floyd deserved to die. Oh, you know, the Negro deserved to die. The monkey, the gorilla, he deserved to die. He was big and scary. He deserved to die. Another Negro off the streets. Kudos, son, kudos. You're my favorite son for taking this Negro off the street. She didn't even address the family. She didn't even apologize, offer any condolences. In her mind, her son probably did the right thing. In her sick, twisted mind. Derek Chauvin offered some kind of condolences, which, you know, the family, man, we're trying to hear that. But his mama didn't. Mama probably still think he did nothing wrong. These people are sick. It goes to just white supremacy. Their lives matter. They matter in society. Their lives matter. No one else's life matters. We don't give a damn about your life. You less than a dog to us. Hell, you less than a rat or a roach to us. They deserve to live. You don't. We're better than you. We're superior than you. This country was meant for us, not for you. Even though you built the country, this country was built off of your backs, off your blood, sweat, and tears, and we benefited from it. But no, you don't matter. Black people ain't nothing but dogs, rabid dogs. They should be put down. If it wasn't for them, America wouldn't be the superpower that she is. You can't deny that. But no, it's for us. You did it for us. Against your will. Your life don't matter. Our lives do. You're less than dog doodle to us, pretty much. That's what the legal system says. That's how many white people in this country feel. Many in this country, they feel that way. I dealt with it when I was living in Detroit as a kid, going to a white Baptist school. The teachers didn't want to teach me about my heroes. My heroes to them was George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, Abraham Lincoln. That's what they taught us about. Yeah, they freed, they were your heroes. They made America what she is today. And, you should be proud to be an American. We pledge allegiance to the American flag, pledge allegiance to the Christian flag, whatever that means. And yeah. Hell, they didn't even acknowledge Dr. King's birthday as a holiday. The Dr. King holiday, when it was finally acknowledged in 86, and I remember 86, 87, 88, 89, they didn't even acknowledge it. They refused to. That's what they thought about us. But yet, my parents was paying money for me to go to their school. Their money didn't matter. Their dollars mattered for them to teach me that, to brainwash me, teach me that BS, which traumatized me. I'm in therapy now because of this. Because of the racism I had to deal with for 4 years. From 3rd to 7th grade. From 9 to 13 years old. Traumatic experience. Get into fights damn near every day, at least every week, 2 or 3 fights a week for 4 years straight. Being called nigger, porch monkey, chocolate bunny. Niggers ain't gonna get into heaven, Ryan, because you're too black, you're too dark. Being called a watermelon eating monkey. A porch monkey. Dealing with that for 4 years straight as a little kid. Not seeing any teachers that look like you. I'm telling the teachers, they call me names. Oh, Ryan, they're just jokes. Kids will be kids. Boys, call them names back. They just brushing under the rug. My parents coming up to the school. I'm getting into fights. This video isn't about me, but I'm just, I tend to, go off the topic, but it just goes to white supremacy and how white people just think they can do anything to black people, speak to them any kind of way, treat them in a kind of way, murder us, steal from us, pillage us, rape our women, and they just think it does, our lives are like dog crap. It's less than dog crap. That's what this is speaking to. And here's what's crazy. Many of y'all voted for Jim Crow Joe. Did you know that the crime bill that Joe Biden introduced in 1994, the black men that were in prison are doing more time than this terrorist will do, even though he murdered George Floyd? Let me repeat myself. The man that was sentenced under Joe Biden's crime bill, 1994 crime bill, are spending more time in prison, are doing more time in prison than this terrorist will that murdered George Floyd. And theirs was drug-related crimes. How insidious is that? But yet y'all want to sit up here and talk about, oh, Uncle Joe, he invited to the picnic. We got Juneteenth as a federal holiday. When they don't give a damn about our lives. This man locked up thousands of black men, thousands, in the 1990s, many of which are still in prison. Many of them died in prison, taken from their families, on drug-related charges, something that white people call a health crisis. When they're on drugs, it's a health crisis. When we're on drugs, it's a life sentence. But yet, when a white police officer murders a black man, they get 12 years in prison, 10 years, 5 years for good behavior. This is why we demand reparations. This shirt right here. Stop talking about black trauma. Start talking about the money. Reparations. Stop talking about black trauma and talk about the money. Reparations. I'm selling it on my website, but I'll get into that later. I'm not surprised. Am I mad? Yeah. Upset? Yeah. Surprised? Hell no. Not. We've seen this movie before. Trayvon Martin was murdered in 2012. And that terrorist, I'm not going to say his name, didn't do a day in jail. Not one single hour in prison. Not one single second. He was going around signing Skittles. Just gave a middle finger to the Martin family, the Trayvon Martin's parents and loved ones. Just thumb his nose at him. This is what I think about your son's life. Gave them the middle finger, the big FU, the ultimate FU. He didn't give a damn about that young man, about his loved ones. Oh my God. Sandra Bland down there in Texas. Did that deputy even receive jail time? What about Eric Gardner in New York? I can't breathe. NYPD officers was choking him while one of them was choking him, others were holding him down because he was selling Lucy cigarettes. They didn't receive no time in prison. Rashard Brooks. His murder in Atlanta last year. The Brooks family didn't receive justice. Freddie Gray's family didn't receive justice. The young lady in Louisville, oh my God, oh my goodness. Her name escapes me. I'm so sorry. We talk about both John. His family didn't receive justice. The young lady in Louisville that was murdered last year, her family didn't receive justice. Ahmaud Arbery. The names just go on and on. Philando Castile. Alton Sterling. It just goes on and on. It's sad. And it's going to keep continuing. This is why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan always have preached separation. An abused wife needs separation from her husband. She's being abused. You wouldn't dare tell her to stay with her husband. Be with him. Stick with him. No, girl, you need to separate from him. You need to get a divorce. Black people need to separate from this society. We demand our reparations. We want to start our own society. We need to separate. We've been abused, neglected, murdered, maimed, everything under the sun. It's high time we separate. It's high time we do. It don't make no sense. Absolutely no sense at all that this keeps happening to us. This is why we need economic empowerment. Voting is not going to stop this. Voting for another damn Democrat that make empty promises is not going to stop this. Neither is voting for a Republican. The only thing that's going to stop this is economic empowerment. We receive tangibles. If George Floyd was Asian, Derek Chauvin would have got the book thrown at him. If George Floyd was part of the LGBTQ community, the terrorists that murdered him would have got the book thrown at him. Had he been white, if the officer that murdered, if George Floyd was a white man and the terrorist that murdered him was black, he would have been under the jail. Matter of fact, in Minneapolis a few years back, I can't think of the officer's name. There was a Somali American police officer on the Minneapolis Police Department. He murdered a white lady. Reckless. It was reckless. It was reckless. It was a reckless shooting. Reckless. The white lady's from Australian American. She was an Australian, but living there in Minneapolis. You know, he got 15 years in prison. Blue Lives Matter didn't stick by him. No big surprise. His fellow officers didn't stick by him. They didn't waste no time sentencing him. Their family received justice. It's just sad. It's sad, y'all. It makes no sense. I'm looking for the young lady's name that was murdered by the Louisville cops. Forgive me. Brianna Taylor. Lord, please forgive me. Brianna Taylor. Brianna Taylor's family didn't receive any justice. They broke in her house. They didn't even announce themselves as police officers. They broke in her apartment. Her boyfriend was defending himself from what he thought were burglars. They shot this young lady in her sleep, and she didn't receive justice. Brianna Taylor. Forgive me. It's just been so many. Oh my gosh. It's just been so many of us that's been senselessly murdered. The only time we receive justice is when Pookie murders Ray Ray in the hood. The book gets thrown at him. Well, Negroes gonna murder Negroes. It's just they're doing the job for us. Well, we're gonna throw the book at them, give the family some justice. But when Officer White Man killed Pookie or Ray Ray, we give him 12 years. 7 years for good behavior. 5 to 7 years for good behavior. He feared for his life. They throw that BS out there. They love saying that. My heart goes out to the Floyd family, to his daughter, to his brothers, his friends, all his loved ones. My heart, I'm going to keep y'all in my prayers. Y'all, my heart goes out to y'all because this was a miscarriage of justice. But are we really surprised? And then Ben Crump gonna say this is a great day for justice. He's ambulance checks. He's gonna say that. He's gonna get his money and then move on to the next family whose loved one is murdered by the cops. Of course, he's gonna say that. But how can you say that? Him, Ben Crump, Lee Merritt. How can you honestly fix your face and say that? Voting for another damn Democrat is not going to change this. Taking our booties to the polls, whatever, while these politicians, these Democrats come to our churches, eat fried chicken, pull hot sauce out of their purse or bag, whatever, lie about wearing Timbs, listen to hip hop, smoking weed while listening to Tupac, singing Atomic Dog, going to attending the HBCU. That's not going to change this. All of this is pandering and it's BS. But yet y'all fall for it, hook, line, and sinker every 4 years. It's not going to change. It's not going to change us getting murdered in the streets. by the police and by people that look like us. It's not going to change it. Economic empowerment, demanding tangibles, reparations, 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 demanding them pass the anti-lynching bill, demanding things for our votes, or we don't vote. That's what's going to change our condition. Not these politicians coming to our church singing Negro spirituals, Amazing Grace, lift every voice and sing, while praying to a white Jesus, and then stuffing your face with some fried chicken and some donuts while they begging you, telling you you better get a vaccine in your arm. That's not going to change this. That ain't going to change it. When are we going to learn, Black people? When? What is it going to take? What is it going to take? We have got to. It behooves us. It behooves us to do right by us. We are all we got. We must demand tangibles. You can't be mad at the judge or at the justice system for giving this terrorist 22 and a half years, of which 12 and a half of those years is what he's going to serve, not the 22 and a half. Let's be honest. You can't get mad at the legal system about this, but at the same time, call Joe Biden your uncle and invite him to the cookout and say, and take your booties to the polls to elect him, when he wrote a crime bill that sent thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Black men to the gulags, breaking up Black families, destroying the Black community, sent them to the gulags and gave them life sentences for drug crimes, for drugs, something which white people do too, but it's a health crisis for them. You can't get mad at one and praise the other when they all tied in together. You cannot do that. You make yourself look silly. You need to get mad at yourselves. We got it. When you know better, you do better. And damn it, we need to do better. just looking at his mom up there. You're my favorite son. My proudest day was when you were born. Not even addressing the family. Not even offering condolences. But I mean, of course not. Of course she wouldn't. I'm not surprised. Because in her mind, her son didn't do anything wrong. He took another scary Negro off the streets. Yes, he did. He took a scary Negro off the streets. Thank God. Thank you, white Jesus. That's the way she feel. Not the fact that a young girl lost her father. His brothers lost a brother. They lost a cousin. His cousins, they lost one of their cousins. I don't know if his parents are alive, if George Floyd's parents are alive, but they lost their son. Friends lost a good friend. Community lost a Black man. Senselessly. Knee on the neck, 8 minutes and 46 seconds, while he's begging for his life. I wonder what these other 3 officers are going to get in August. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just wondering what they're going to receive, how long their sentence is going to be. Makes absolutely no sense. Not surprising. This justice system is a sick joke. The justice system is a just us system for Black people. It's always been that way. Just us. Not justice, just us. It's a sick joke. Andrew Dice Clay couldn't tell a sicker joke than this, what this justice system is. Some of y'all too young to remember who Andrew Dice Clay was. He was real bad. He was real popular in the early 90s. Was a foul-mouthed comedian. But hey, that was his right to tell them sick jokes. But this justice system is a sicker joke than his jokes were. And that's pretty sick. But it was meant for white people. It wasn't meant for us. It wasn't meant to protect us. Even though our ancestors built this country on their blood, sweat, and tears on their backs. We have fought in every damn battle war this country has ever had. We're the most patriotic people in this country. We're the most forgiving people in the world. The most patriotic people, I'm gonna say in the world, not just the country, in the world. We're the most patriotic people in the world, the most forgiving people in the world, the most loving people in the world. And yet America keeps giving us the middle finger time and time and time again. And yet, we still keep swearing our allegiance and our love for her. She keeps telling us she hates us. She don't give a damn about us. She keeps giving us the middle finger. F you. Thumbing her nose at us. Spitting on us. Time and time again, she keeps doing that. And yet, we still keep showing her love. Enlisting in her military. Voting in her elections. With agape love, with so much passion. We're the most passionate people about voting than white people are. We're the most passionate people about voting, serving in the military. Forgiveness. But yet America keeps telling us time and time again, when are we going to get it? This country don't love us. It never has. It never will. Wake up, black people. Wake up. Smell the roasted coffee, the burnt coffee, whatever. Smell it. She don't love us. She has never shown loyalty to us. I read stories and I've heard stories of black servicemen when they came back from Europe after World War II. They were holding Nazi prisoners down in the down south in the bases down there, and they gave the Nazi prisoners more rights than they did the black servicemen, the black soldiers. They would serve Nazi prisoners in the restaurants and thumb their nose and spit at the black servicemen who just fought for America's democracy in Europe. How insidious is that? But yet we keep forgiving her. We keep voting these damn Democrats in. They haven't done a damn thing for us in the past 60 odd years. What our communities look like? Cities like Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, Baltimore, DC, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, San Francisco, LA, Miami. What do these cities look like? Huh? What do they look like? They're democratically ran. Is it safe for our people to walk down the street? Not just at night, well, hell, in the daytime. Has murder spiked in these cities? The summer just started. And already these cities are seeing record numbers in murders than they did last year. And we still have 6 months to go in the year. The year's half over with. We have another 6 more months. And they're already seeing high spikes in crime and murder rates than they did all of last year. And last year we were in a pandemic. We were in lockdown. We couldn't go nowhere because you may die. You have to wear your mask. Now they open everything up. People done lost their damn minds. These democratically ran cities, though. They told you to take your booty to the polls. Y'all took y'all booties to the polls in record numbers, got them in office, and what did they do? They passed tangibles for illegal immigrants. They passed tangibles for the LGBTQ community. They passed tangibles for the Jewish community. They passed tangibles for the Israeli government. They passed tangibles for the AAPI community, Asian American Pacific Islander community. And what do they tell you about when you say, what about black people? Oh, we're not going to do anything specifically for black people. That's what Kamala Harris said. Y'all sister girl, soul sister number one, what she is to some of y'all, many of y'all, she told y'all, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people. They're telling you right there. They don't give a damn about you. They give a damn about everybody else. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they pass laws for cats and dogs. That's probably on the table right now. Oh, you can't discipline your cat or your dog. You know, that's 10 years in prison without the possibility of parole, no hearing. You go straight to jail. You do something to a cat or dog, that's it. I'm not saying you should abuse animals. I'm not saying that. Let me be clear on that. But human life is more valuable than an animal's life. It is. I have a dog. He's lying right here. My life is more valuable than his life. I would never mistreat that dog. But come on, let's be right. We have to have a balance. Common sense has to come to play somewhere. Cats and dogs receive justice in this country before black people do. I'm going to repeat what I just said. Cats and dogs receive justice in this country before black people do. You murder a cat or a dog, you go straight to prison. You do time in prison. You murder us, yeah, you may do sometime. But it's no outrage. You kill a cat or dog, oh, it's outrage. Look what he did to Fluffy. Look what he did to Fluffy. That's an injustice. They should lock him up. If they could kill him, they should kill him. Look what he did to Fluffy. He killed Fluffy. Oh my God, Fluffy's dead. Justice for Fluffy. I would not be surprised if these damn Democrats start passing laws for cats and dogs. I would not be surprised if they give them tangibles. It would not surprise me, not the least bit. Hell, even rats and roaches. Why not? Why start with cats and dogs? They telling you they do not like us. They keep telling us this, but yet we still gotta hold on. We think it's gonna change. We gotta hold on. We think it's gonna change. We pray it's changing, but it won't change. God is showing you it's not gonna change. This devil will never change. God is showing you that, y'all. God is showing y'all. Y'all go to church. Y'all pray to God. Y'all go to church every Sunday. You have faith in God. You read the Bible. God is revealing to you that this will never change. This devil will never, ever, ever, ever change. You will never receive justice from this devil. This devil would never do right by black people. God is showing you this. Listen to him. Listen to him. He knows all and he sees all. America's going to pay for what she did to black people. America will pay. She will pay a heavy price, and God help her. Oh, no. Ain't nothing can help her when God punishes her. It's no help for her then. Have mercy, though. When you face the wrath of an angry God, I would not want to suffer God's wrath. Oh, Lord. You suffering the wrath of an angry God? Have mercy. And it's coming. God is fed up. He's had enough. He is fed up. What America, not only what they did to black people, what they did to the indigenous people of this country, what they did around the world, in Vietnam, in Europe, in Central and South America, to the Palestinians, in Africa, Asia, all over Hawaii, Puerto Rico, all over Oceania. What America has done, she will pay a heavy price. She will face the wrath of an angry God. And God is going to punish America. He is going to punish her. America is doomed. She is doomed. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm just keeping it real. But yet, we still have faith in her. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and they're expecting different results. Black people, when it comes to this, we are insane. We are the definition of insanity. I hate to say it, but it's true. We are the definition of insanity. It said God is coming for a foolish people, and Black people, we fit the bill of being that foolish people that they speak of in the Bible. We do. Once again, my condolences to the Floyd family, to his young daughter, his brothers, his loved ones. I'm sorry that y'all didn't receive justice. I hate this. I hate this government. I hate this justice system. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My condolences to y'all regarding the loss of your brother, Mr. George Floyd, our dear brother. I'm sorry that y'all didn't receive justice. I'm so sorry. I will continue to keep y'all in my prayers. To the Chauvin family, God help y'all. God, judgment is coming. That's the real judge. There is justice with God. There is justice with God. There isn't justice with America, but there is justice with God. And you're going to face God's judgment. And his judgment is going to be worse than what that judge gave you in Minneapolis. God's judgment is fair and just. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to hop off here, y'all. I'm through ranting and raving. Let me know what you think about this. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Comment, share your comments. Let me know what you think. I'll let you know what I thought for minutes now. But let me know what you think. Please comment. Drop those comments in. Hit that thumbs up button, the like button, and the subscribe button. T-shirts on the website will be coming soon. I got one on now. They're not on the website yet, but they will be coming soon. The T-shirts are here, and I will be selling them at RyanJacksonLLC.com. That's RyanJacksonLLC.com. T-shirts will be coming on the website soon, and they're here. I have them here already. So please support Black businesses. We all we got. Let's support Black, buy Black, and always bet on Black. Until next time, y'all. Love y'all. Take care. God bless, and I'm out. Peace.